Have you ever sat alone at the kitchen table, sipping your morning coffee, and wondered why your once lively home now feels a bit too quiet? It's a feeling many of us have experienced, especially as the visits from family become less frequent. It can be hard not to feel a tinge of loneliness when the voices and laughter that used to fill our days slowly fade away. I've been there too, feeling the weight of silence in what once was a bustling hub of activity. But let me share something with you. Even when family stops visiting as often, there are simple, powerful ways to stay happy and confident. Today, I want to talk about 5 things you can do to keep that spark alive in your heart and maintain a deep sense of self-worth, regardless of how often your loved ones drop by. Sometimes, the first step is simply acknowledging that it's okay to feel a bit abandoned or overlooked. Our emotions are natural, and it's perfectly normal to miss the presence of family members. However, instead of letting these feelings bring you down, you can choose to channel them into something positive. Start by reaching out to the community around you. Think about the neighbors you see each day, the local coffee shop where a friendly face greets you, or even a nearby community center where events and activities are organized just for seniors. Engaging with these groups not only fills your time with pleasant interactions but also builds a support network that might surprise you with its warmth. I recall meeting a wonderful gentleman at a local art class who, despite feeling isolated at home, found joy in sharing stories and experiences with new friends. By stepping outside and connecting with others, you can create a new circle of care that makes the absence of family visits feel less lonely. Another thing you can do is rediscover or even develop a hobby that ignites passion in your heart. When family stops visiting, sometimes we have more time to invest in activities we truly love. Perhaps there's a craft you once enjoyed, a musical instrument you've always wanted to learn, or even gardening that could brighten not only your surroundings but also your spirit. Hobbies have a magical way of turning idle time into moments of creativity and satisfaction. I've seen how the simple act of tending to a garden or painting a sunset can transform a day from mundane to memorable. It's not just about keeping busy, it's about nurturing a part of you that thrives on creativity and self-expression. In every brushstroke or every plant that blossoms under your care, there's a reminder that you are capable, vibrant, and full of life. Embracing a hobby is a personal way of saying to yourself, I am important, and I deserve to spend time doing what makes me happy. Taking care of your physical health is another cornerstone of maintaining your confidence, especially when the comfort of family visits isn't there to boost your mood. Regular exercise, even in its simplest form like a daily walk in the park or gentle stretching in your living room, not only keeps your body active but also releases those feel-good hormones that elevate your mood. I've noticed that when I lace up my walking shoes and step outside for a bit of fresh air, the change in scenery and the gentle rhythm of my steps do wonders for my mindset. You don't have to embark on a strenuous workout regimen, just a bit of movement each day can reaffirm that you're still strong, capable, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. When your body feels good, it naturally uplifts your spirit, reminding you that happiness and confidence start from within. In addition to physical health, tending to your mental well-being is equally important. When family stops visiting as often, the quiet can sometimes give way to negative thoughts. It's during these moments that developing a regular practice of mindfulness or meditation can be incredibly beneficial. I've found that spending even a few minutes each day in quiet reflection helps clear the clutter in my mind and recenters my focus on the positive aspects of my life. Whether you choose to sit quietly by a window, listen to soothing music, or simply breathe deeply, these moments of calm can build resilience against feelings of isolation. Over time, you'll notice that your mind becomes a sanctuary, a place where you feel safe, valued, and at peace. And when your mind is at ease, your heart follows suit, filling with a renewed sense of confidence and joy. Sometimes, the absence of family visits might also be a cue to reassess your personal goals and dreams. It's an opportunity to ask yourself what you truly want out of life, independent of others' expectations or routines. Have you always wanted to travel to a new destination? Is there a book you've dreamed of writing, or a skill you're eager to master? Use this time to explore those ambitions. Setting personal goals, no matter how small, can ignite a sense of purpose and direction. I remember speaking with a retiree who decided to take up photography after years of putting her dreams on hold. With every photo she captured, she rediscovered a piece of herself that was eager to see the world anew. Pursuing personal goals not only fills your days with exciting challenges but also reinforces the belief that your life is rich with potential, regardless of how often family members drop by. As you reflect on these thoughts, consider this: while family visits are precious, they are just one part of the tapestry of your life. You are more than the presence of others in your home. Your happiness and confidence come from within and are nourished by the choices you make each day. Whether it's reaching out to your community, embracing a new or old hobby, nurturing your physical and mental health, or chasing personal dreams, every step you take is a powerful affirmation of your value and independence. I want you to feel empowered as you consider these possibilities. Life after family visits isn't about feeling left behind, it's about stepping into a space where you can truly shine on your own terms. Each of these actions, however small, can build upon the next, creating a foundation of resilience, joy, and self-assurance. Remember, the journey to staying happy and confident is deeply personal, and it's one that you have the power to shape every day. Thank you for spending this time with me today, sharing in these thoughts and reflections on what it means to live a fulfilled life, even when the familiar faces of family become less frequent. I hope you feel inspired to explore these avenues and discover new sources of joy and confidence in your own life. Continuing our conversation on finding joy when family visits become scarce, I want to dive a little deeper into taking care of your physical and mental well-being, a powerful way to boost your confidence and keep you feeling vibrant. When we think about physical health, it's not just about exercise in the gym or long walks outside, though those are certainly beneficial. It's about honoring your body every day in ways that remind you how strong and capable you truly are. Imagine starting your morning with a gentle stretch or a brief walk around your neighborhood. Even a 10 or 15-minute stroll can make a huge difference. I've seen friends transform their outlook by simply committing to a regular routine that gets their blood flowing and their minds clear. It's not about pushing yourself to run marathons, but about embracing movement that feels good. Perhaps you might consider joining a local walking group or a community exercise class designed specifically for seniors. The added bonus is that you get to meet new people who share your commitment to health, turning exercise into a social, uplifting experience. And while movement is essential, nourishing your body with healthy food is another cornerstone. It's amazing how a well-balanced meal can lift your spirits and energize your day. Think of it as a small act of self-love each time you sit down to enjoy a meal that's rich in color, flavor, and nutrition. You might even find joy in cooking new recipes or revisiting old favorites with a twist that makes them both delicious and nutritious. There's a satisfying rhythm in preparing your meals, whether it's the chopping, the stirring, or even the anticipation of that first bite. Each healthy meal is a reminder that you are in control of your well-being, nurturing your body to feel its best. And over time, these small, consistent actions not only help you stay physically strong but also contribute to a sense of accomplishment and self-worth. Now, as important as physical health is, tending to your mental well-being is just as crucial when family visits aren't as frequent. It's natural to feel a bit down when your home feels quieter, but there are ways to fill that space with positivity. One powerful method is to establish a daily routine of mindfulness or meditation. Even if you've never tried it before, taking a few minutes each day to sit quietly and breathe deeply can work wonders. Think about it like giving your mind a mini vacation, a time to let go of worries and simply be present in the moment. I remember a friend who was initially skeptical about meditation, but once she started, she noticed a significant decrease in her stress levels. Soon, those few minutes of quiet reflection became a cherished part of her day, a time when she could recharge her emotional batteries and face the rest of her day with a clearer, more positive outlook. Another way to support your mental health is by creating small rituals that bring you joy. Maybe it's reading a book you love, listening to music that moves you, or even spending time in a garden where you can see and touch nature. These activities might seem simple, but they have a profound impact on how you feel. They remind you that your happiness isn't dependent on the presence of others, it comes from within. Each time you engage in something that makes you smile, you're reinforcing a positive loop of self-care that nurtures both your mind and your heart. And speaking of your heart, let's not overlook the emotional side of things. When family visits become less frequent, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-doubt or feeling unappreciated. But here's a gentle reminder: your worth is not measured by how often you see your relatives. The love you have for yourself and the life you lead are priceless. Consider starting a gratitude journal, a place where you write down the little things that bring you joy each day. It might be the warmth of the sun on your face, a kind word from a neighbor, or a memory of laughter shared long ago. Over time, this practice can shift your focus from what's missing to what's abundant in your life. It's a simple habit that builds resilience, making you more confident and happier, regardless of external circumstances. Another key aspect is nurturing relationships outside the immediate family circle. Sometimes, friends, neighbors, and community members can become a significant source of support and companionship. Take a moment to reflect on the connections you have built over the years. Maybe there's an old friend you haven't spoken to in a while, or a local club or group that you could join. Even regular phone calls or video chats can make a big difference in how connected you feel. I've seen how a simple conversation, filled with shared laughter and memories, can brighten an otherwise lonely day. Building these bridges not only fills your time with warmth, but also reinforces the idea that you are part of a larger, caring community. As you move through your days, consider incorporating these practices into your routine, each one a step toward reclaiming your happiness and confidence. It's about creating a life that feels rich and fulfilling, where you are in the driver's seat. When you invest in your physical health, nourish your mind, and cultivate new or existing relationships, you're saying to yourself, "I deserve to be happy, independent, and full of life." And that's a message worth embracing. There's a quiet strength in the actions you take for yourself every day. Whether it's a brisk walk in the park, a mindful moment of meditation, a delicious, nutritious meal, or a heartfelt conversation with a friend, these are the building blocks of a life filled with joy and confidence. They remind you that even if family stops visiting as often, your life remains rich with possibilities and connections. Each of these steps is not just a way to fill your time, it's a way to celebrate who you are and the incredible journey you've been on. Let these practices inspire you to create a daily routine that nourishes both your body and your spirit. With every step, every breath, and every smile, you're reinforcing your own worth and building a future where happiness and confidence are always within reach. When you think about it, staying happy and confident is as much about embracing new opportunities as it is about maintaining old routines. One of the most powerful ways to keep your spirits high is by continuously seeking personal growth, no matter what challenges come your way. It might sound simple, but setting aside time to learn something new can inject a renewed sense of purpose into your day. Consider joining a local class or workshop. Maybe it's learning a language, picking up a musical instrument, or even trying your hand at digital photography. These activities don't require you to leave your comfort zone too drastically. Instead, they gently push you to explore different aspects of yourself. Every new skill you acquire serves as a reminder that life is full of endless possibilities and that you're capable of adapting, growing, and thriving regardless of how frequently family visits occur. Beyond personal growth, it's essential to nurture your creative side. Creativity has a way of lighting up the darkest moments. Perhaps you have memories of painting or writing stories from years past, or maybe there's an entirely new creative outlet you've been curious about. Allowing yourself to be creative isn't just about making art, it's about expressing emotions, connecting with your inner self, and finding beauty in everyday moments. You might decide to start a small journal where you document your thoughts and experiences, or even create a photo album that captures the little joys of your day. When you invest time in creative expression, you're also investing in your emotional well-being. It's a quiet rebellion against the silence that can sometimes feel overwhelming when familiar voices are missing, and it's a celebration of your unique perspective on the world. Another key element in maintaining happiness and confidence is practicing self-compassion. It's important to understand that it's perfectly normal to feel a sense of loss or sadness when family visits become rare. However, rather than letting these emotions lead you into a spiral of self-criticism, try to treat yourself with the kindness you would offer a dear friend. When you catch yourself feeling down or doubting your self-worth, remind yourself of all the incredible qualities that make you who you are. Perhaps take a few moments to look in the mirror and speak words of encouragement, or jot down positive affirmations that you can refer back to whenever you need a lift. Remember, your value isn't defined by how often you're surrounded by family, it's defined by the strength, wisdom, and compassion you carry within you. Embracing self-compassion can transform those challenging moments into opportunities for personal growth and renewed self-respect. Equally important is the need to create a supportive environment at home that makes you feel safe and loved. Sometimes, the absence of family isn't a reflection of your worth, but rather the inevitable shifts in relationships as time moves on. In these moments, consider how you can make your own space a haven of comfort and positivity. It could be as simple as rearranging your favorite chair by the window where you can enjoy the sunlight, or as thoughtful as creating a small corner dedicated to your hobbies and interests. Surround yourself with items that bring back happy memories, a cherished photograph, a souvenir from a favorite trip, or a gift from someone who cares about you. These small touches can transform your home into a sanctuary where every object and every detail serves as a reminder that you are cherished and that your happiness is something you nurture every day. In addition to these personal practices, staying connected to a broader community remains vital. Sometimes, when family isn't around as often, reaching out to community organizations, clubs, or online groups can fill that void with enriching conversations and shared experiences. Think about the warmth of a neighbor's smile when you cross paths at the local market, or the sense of belonging you feel when you participate in a community event. These interactions can be as fulfilling as family visits, providing you with the support, laughter, and wisdom that comes from connecting with others who understand your journey. Volunteering is another wonderful way to foster connection while giving back to others. Whether it's helping out at a local charity or participating in community projects, the act of serving others can elevate your sense of purpose and remind you that your life has an impact far beyond your own experience. As you integrate these practices into your daily life, know that the journey to staying happy and confident is uniquely yours. It's not a race or a contest. It's a gentle unfolding of new habits, small joys, and the discovery of inner strength. Every step you take, be it learning a new skill, expressing yourself creatively, treating yourself kindly, or building a nurturing home environment, reinforces the message that you are in charge of your happiness. It's about recognizing that even when family visits are sparse, your life remains rich with opportunities to love, learn, and grow. Take a moment right now to appreciate the resilience that has carried you through so many years. There is immense power in knowing that you have overcome challenges before and that you possess the strength to face whatever comes next. Your story is filled with experiences that have shaped you into the remarkable person you are today, and that legacy continues to grow with every new day. Remember that happiness and confidence are not distant goals but everyday realities that you create with your thoughts, actions, and attitudes. I hope that this conversation has sparked some ideas and given you the encouragement to seek out those moments of joy, even when the quiet of home seems overwhelming. Your journey is full of potential, and every choice you make is a testament to your strength and resilience. Thank you for spending these moments with me, sharing in the wisdom of living fully and confidently, regardless of the circumstances. If these thoughts resonate with you, please share your own experiences or small victories in the comments. Your story might be the inspiration someone else needs. And if you found this conversation uplifting, consider liking the video and subscribing for more heartfelt discussions. Here's to embracing each day with courage, joy, and an unwavering belief in your own worth.